And my birthday, I had no idea what was in store for me. It all began like a typical day filled with anticipation, excitement, and the usual birthday wishes. And presents my husband had been acting a little strange in the days leading up to my birthday, but I assumed he was just planning a nice surprise. I was used to his elaborate surprises, romantic dinners, exotic vacations, for just something thoughtful and intimate between the two of us. But this birthday was about to take a very unexpected turn, one that would change the way I saw my relationship forever. The day started off normally enough, with my husband wishing me a happy birthday. First thing in the morning, he kissed me deeply, and I could sense there was something different in his energy, almost like he was holding back something thrilling. His eyes sparkled with mischief, but he didn't give away any details just yet. Throughout the day he made small comments like, "I have something special planned for tonight and you're going to love it." I smiled, thinking it might be a fancy dinner or a weekend getaway he booked as a surprise. When the evening finally came, I got ready, feeling a bit more excited than usual. My husband had told me to dress up, but didn't give me any specifics. I chose a simple yet sexy dress that hugged my curves perfectly, leaving just enough to the imagination. As I was finishing up, I heard the doorbell ring. I assumed it was a delivery or maybe a surprise gift arriving, but when I went to check, I was a little surprised to see my husband's best friend standing there. I had known his friend for years. He had always been part of our lives, but mostly in a platonic way. He was charming, funny, and easy to be around, but I had never considered him in any romantic sense. However, something was different tonight. He gave me a knowing smile as he entered the house, and my husband greeted him warmly. It was clear that this was part of the plan, though I still had no idea what that plan was. After some small talk, my husband took my hand and led me into the living room. Candles were lit, casting a soft glow over the room. There was music playing low and sensual. My heart started racing a little. I could feel the tension building in the air, but I wasn't sure what was happening yet. My husband's friend sat down on the couch, watching us closely, and my husband pulled me close, whispering in my ear, "Are you ready for your surprise?" I nodded, my curiosity piqued. He kissed me passionately, his hands sliding down my back, and for a moment I forgot that we weren't alone. But then I felt another presence, another set of eyes on me. When I glanced over, his friend was still sitting there, watching us, a hint of a smile on his lips. It was then that I realized what was happening. My husband had never mentioned anything like this before, but somehow in that moment I understood this wasn't just going to be an ordinary birthday surprise. This was something far more intense, something that crossed boundaries we had never discussed. But instead of feeling shocked or uncomfortable, I found myself strangely excited. The idea of being with my husband and his best friend at the same time was something I had never imagined, yet here it was unfolding right in front of me. My husband pulled me closer, his kisses becoming more intense. His friend slowly stood up and moved toward us, the energy in the room thick with suspense and desire. My heart was pounding in my chest, and I could feel the heat rising between all of us. The tension was electric. My husband whispered in my ear again, "Do you trust me?" I nodded, unable to speak, my body already responding to the excitement coursing through me. He smiled and kissed me again, this time deeper, more urgent. His hands roamed my body, pulling me closer to him, but I could feel his friend's presence growing near. I could hear the sound of his breathing, the soft rustle of his clothes as he moved behind me. My mind raced, but I didn't stop him. I didn't stop either of them as my husband's hands explored my body. I felt his friend's hands join in. The two of them worked in perfect sync, touching me, teasing me, pushing me further into a state of heated desire. My mind was